Hello, my dear students, and welcome back. Oh, I know, the exams are just around the corner and the pressure is on. But don't you worry, today we're going to cook up a secret recipe that will help you score full marks in creative writing. And hey, if you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button and share this with your friends. We've got lots more coming to help you ace these exams.
Come on, tell me honestly. When your science teacher asks you a question, you can probably write pages and pages, right? But the moment your English teacher says, okay, everyone, write a story, does your brain just freeze? Poof, blank page. It happens to the best of us. But today, we're going to fix that for good.
So, what's on the menu for our little masterclass today? First, we'll look at the two different styles of writing. Then we'll find our secret ingredient, the most important one. After that, we'll choose our masalas to add some flavor. We'll learn from the master chefs, try a quick exam question, and then it's going to be your turn.
Okay, let's get started. Section 1. First things first, you need to know that not all writing is created equal. Nope. There's a huge difference between writing about facts and writing about feelings.
Think about it. If I ask everyone to write down the formula for water, you're all going to write H2O, right? That's factual writing. It's the same for everyone. But if I ask all of you to write about a beautiful sunset, oh my goodness, I would get so many different unique and beautiful descriptions. That is creative writing. It's your playground where you show your personal style. Now, this is where it gets really interesting. Your own life, your personal experiences, they are your secret weapon in creative writing. Let me tell you a little story from your textbook about this very famous line from Shakespeare's Macbeth. A teacher was trying to explain this battle scene, and she asked the class what this word, unseamed, could possibly mean. And you can just imagine, total silence. It's a tricky word. She was trying to help them out, come on guys, think. A seam. Where have you heard that word before? And then, suddenly, out of nowhere, one boy, who I bet is a huge cricket fan like so many of you, he just shouts out the first thing that pops into his head. A cricket ball. Of course, see? His own world, his love for cricket, gave him a totally unique connection to that word. And that, my dear students, is the absolute magic of creative writing. It's about using what you know, what you've lived. Your experience is your superpower. So if your experience is your superpower, what's the one ingredient you need to activate it? Well, imagine we're cooking a delicious writing pulao. The most important ingredient, the one thing that gives it that amazing flavor, is the jeera. And in writing, our jeera is imagination. It is the absolute soul of the dish. And imagination isn't some big, scary thing. No way! It just shows up in all the little choices you make. It's in your unique way of seeing things, the special words you pick, the clever comparisons you make, the pictures you paint in your reader's mind, even the mood you set. Is your story happy? Is it sad? Funny? It's all about your fresh, new ideas. All right, our pulao has its jeera imagination, but to make it a truly wow dish, we need to add some special masalas, right? Some spice. These masalas are what we call literary devices in English, and they are going to add all the flavor and make your writing unforgettable. Let's check out our first masala. Have a look at this line from a famous writer, John Steinbeck. He says, "A town is like an animal." Wait, what? A town like an animal? How can that be? It doesn't have legs or a head, does it? But just think about it for a second. This very unusual comparison makes you see the town in a totally new light. This powerful masala is called an analogy. So, for your exam, here's what you need to remember. An analogy is when you compare two very different things to explain a bigger idea in a simple way. By comparing a town to an animal, Steinbeck helps us understand that a town isn't just buildings. It's a living, breathing thing with different parts that all work together. Okay, time for masala number 2. Read this line with me. Wow, the writer wants to show us just how scared or shocked this character is. Her face is white, but just saying her face was white is, well, it's a bit boring, no? So the writer says it was as white as the white dressing gown she wore. Can you just picture that? It creates such a strong, vivid image in our heads. This beautiful little technique, my friends, is a simile. And here's the easy trick to spot it. It always uses the words like or as to make the comparison. As brave as a lion, shines like a diamond. Simple, right? Similes are fantastic for making feelings stronger and more intense for your reader. Okay, so we've got our jira, imagination, we've got our masalas, analogy and simile. Now let's see how a true master chef, a brilliant poet, puts it all together to create a masterpiece. Just listen to these lines from the poet Thomas Gray. So beautiful. Now, what is he trying to say? The idea is actually very simple. Sometimes, amazing things or talented people are never discovered. They just exist in secret. But see, he doesn't just tell us that. He shows us.
And how does he show us? With two absolutely perfect images. First, a stunning, glowing gem, but it's hidden deep at the bottom of the dark ocean where no one can ever see it. And second, a gorgeous flower, but it's blooming all by itself in the middle of a huge desert, with no one around to appreciate its beauty. These pictures instantly make us feel that idea of unnoticed talent.
So let's break down the poet's secret recipe. What did he use? First, those super strong images, the gem and the flower. Then he used opposite places, the deep, wet ocean and the wide, dry desert. That's a great trick. He also used rhyming words to make it sound like music. And did you notice how the lines kind of start the same way? That creates a lovely rhythm. See? All these things work together to make the poem so powerful.
Okay, team, pop quiz time. Cello, let's see what you've learned. I'm going to give you a quick question, just like you might see in your exam. Are you ready?
Okay, here it is. Remember this line? A town is like an animal. What literary device is being used here? I'll give you a moment to think about it.
And the answer is analogy. Shabash, if you got that, excellent work. Now I know what some of you are thinking, but sir, it has the word like. And you are absolutely right, it does look like a simile. But because the comparison is bigger, it's explaining a whole concept. The best answer here is analogy. But if you thought simile, you're on the right track, so well done.
And with that, my brilliant students, the masterclass is over. It is now your turn. You are the chef. You have the recipe, you know the secret ingredients, you have all the special masalas. It's time for you to start cooking. So here is your challenge. I'm giving you a story starter, straight from your textbook. Your story must begin with these exact words. When the last of the guests left, I went back into the hall. What happens next? The hall is empty, or is it? What do you see? What do you hear? Let your imagination run wild. The rest of the page is blank, and the story is all yours to create. Tell me what happens next in the comments below. I seriously cannot wait to read all of your amazing stories. Remember, your unique experience is your superpower. Now go on, write something wonderful, and all the very best for your exams.